Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to make this quick little video. So there is footage circulating showing Jada's reaction to Will slapping Chris at the Oscars. And I just felt like I needed to make this really quick little video because I'm seeing a lot of very weird commentary saying that the footage shows Jada approving of what Will did. And so I wanted to just show the video to kind of show you that the footage actually shows the opposite. It shows very clearly that Jada was not in agreement with what Will did. But let's go ahead and roll that footage right now.
Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary.
Okay, so I wanted you to see that, from beginning to end without interruption at first. I wanted you to take a really good look at what's happening with Jada. But now I'm going to slow it down for you to see what I am seeing. First of all, when Jada is laughing, she's laughing alongside everybody else in the audience. At that point, when Will has just slapped Chris and he's walking back to his seat, everybody, including people at home watching, assumed that this was a joke. Will was smiling as he walked over to Chris. The way Chris reacted at first, laughing. Will was walking back to his seat. He had a little smirk on his face. It really looked like it was a joke. And so when Jada is laughing, she's like, you can see Lupita is sitting a little bit behind her. She's laughing as well. You can hear the audience. Everybody's laughing because everybody is assuming at this point that it was a joke. But look what happens next. As you can see, in this moment, Will starts yelling at Chris. And that's the moment when everybody, including Jada, realize that, oh my gosh, this wasn't a joke? You really went up there and slapped Chris Rock for real? On national television, on international television, you just did that. You're mad? You can see Jada's expression. Let's look at it a little closer. Let's look at it. She's looking at him out of the corner of her eyes. She's not completely turned looking at him, but she's kind of looking at him from the side. And when he finishes yelling that first time, she looks straight at Chris. Her face is all the way looking straight ahead. And now Will is continuing to yell. He's repeating himself. He's reinforcing the statement, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And he is even louder this time. And this time, look at Jada. She's not even looking at her husband, not even from the corner of her eye. She's keeping her head straight ahead. This, boys and girls, is a sign that Jada is horrified. She is embarrassed. She's not okay with what Will just did. This is a clear sign of somebody who is very uncomfortable. She can't even look at her husband now. She's just keeping her head straight. I can't even imagine what's going through her mind in that moment. But I know that the last thing Jada is thinking is, well done, Will. That is not, and you know how I know? If Jada was approving of what Will did, if she was enjoying the chivalry of her husband yelling at Chris on her behalf, she would be looking at him. She would be looking at him because we tend to turn towards the things we enjoy, the things we like, the things we approve of. And Jada's not doing that. She's not looking at him admiringly, like, yes, that's my husband standing up for me. She's not doing that. She is looking away from him. She's keeping her face straight ahead. She can't even look. She is horrified. And in the end, when Chris, that poor man, I just feel so horrible for him. In the end, when he kind of tries to lighten the mood by making a little joke in the end, not only does Jada smile at the joke, she looks like she's about to applaud, like she just wants to lighten things up again, because she is so horrified by what Will did. And another thing that I've noticed is that people are saying Jada, she hasn't really released any statements. She just put kind of a little meme up saying, this is a time for healing and I'm here for it. And people took that as her being dismissive of what happened to Chris. Like she is enjoying the drama. Like she enjoyed seeing what her husband did. And quite frankly, I don't think so. There's a line in Ella Mai's song Trip where she says something along the lines of, you take the bullet trying to save me, and now I'm left to deal with making you bleed. And I think that that's that sticky place where Jada is stuck right now. She never asked Will to do this. She didn't want this. She would never want her husband to go up on stage and embarrass Chris Rock, embarrass himself minutes away from what we all knew was going to happen. We all knew Will was going to win the Oscar that night. And the last thing he needed was to just dismantle his shiny veneer that he has worked decades building, this good guy image. The last thing she wanted is for him to destroy that image moments before the pinnacle of his career, receiving his long-awaited Oscar. I just, the hatred towards Jada that she has been receiving the last couple of years, it just baffles me. It just baffles me, the amount of vitriol that this woman has received. Jada just minds her business, and it's just sad. It's really sad the way people are attacking her. They're blaming her for what Will did. They're praising him for protecting her. And I think if Jada could really say what she wanted to say, what she really means, she would say, I never wanted this. I disapprove of what my husband did. I feel terrible for Chris. The joke wasn't even hurtful. It was lame. It was corny. That's why I rolled my eye. Not because I was devastated. It was a lame, corny joke about a movie that came out 30 years ago that maybe half of the audience didn't even get because they weren't even born when the movie came out. G.I. Jane is not even like a Hollywood classic, you know, one of those movies that transcends time, like, I don't know, Casablanca or Back to the Future or something like that, that it doesn't matter when it came out, all generations have watched it because they're so indelible. They just stay in they're part of the culture. G.I. Jane wasn't that. And so the joke was lame, and I doubt very much that Jada was really hurt. My last video that I did on this, I said, and I stand by it, I don't even know if Will himself understands why he did what he did. It wasn't about the joke. It was about stuff that has been percolating in his head for a long time. And I just feel terrible. I just feel terrible for Jada. She's stuck in a really difficult place. She doesn't agree with what her husband did, but she can't condemn him because he did it on her behalf. And she can't praise him because she doesn't agree with what he did. It's terrible. Please just leave Jada alone. The fact that Jada sat there uncomfortable, and we can see this for the majority of the footage, and people are still looking at that and saying, oh yeah, that shows that Jada, she agreed with what Will did. It's just really sad. It's just really sad. And I feel terrible for Chris. I just recently came across an interview that he did where he talks about the fact that when he was a kid, he was bullied and he got jumped and beat up at school, and it has taken him a really long time and a lot of therapy to move past the trauma and understand that, okay, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not gonna get jumped anymore. And now this happened on, like I said, not just national television, international television. The world saw him be humiliated like that in such a violent way, unprovoked. He didn't deserve that. And I am so sorry that this happened to Chris. And I hope that he gets more therapy and that he gets the help he needs, that his friends and family are rallying around him, because trauma is tricky. Trauma doesn't know the difference between when you were a kid and being an adult. When you're having flashbacks of something that happened to you as a kid, even if it was other kids who did it to you, as an adult, when you're having those flashbacks, those kids don't look like kids. They look like huge monsters that are attacking you. And I just feel terrible for Chris. I feel terrible for Jada. I feel less and less terrible for Will, to be honest with you. As the days go by and I think more about this and I reflect on his speech that was so disjointed and disingenuous, his apology that was so disingenuous. And no, Will, you did not protect your wife. You just made her a bigger target, because people are calling her all kinds of things on the internet now. So get help, Will. Get help. Chris, I hope you're doing okay. Look at me talking to these people like they're watching my video. But anyway, I just wanted to share this because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation going around. And no, Jada did not approve Will's actions. The video clearly shows it. Let's just be kind. Please be kind, people. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you agree with me or disagree with me, please leave a comment. If you'd like to see me talk about current topics, you want to see me talk about Invisalign, my fitness journey, hair tutorials, any little thing living here in Southern California, just please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.